Loading snacks.
What it do, snackers, snackettes, and snack X's? It's your boy Gage. I'm here at Big Lick Comic Con Nova.
Big Lick.
Thank you. I am with the incredible Cal Dodd. You know, I'm positive as the voice of the Wolverine. This is our Wolverine. You're my Wolverine.
And me too. My Wolverine too.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have anybody else but me do Wolverine.
You know, I actually agree with that wholeheartedly. Not just from the show, also from the X-Men game, the arcade game.
Yeah. And Capcom.
And Marvel vs. Capcom. Great. So, Cal, first of all, how's the con been for you?
Unbelievably good.
Yeah?
Yeah, fantastic. And the people, per usual, are like top notch.
Yeah.
But it's been one of the busiest ones I've ever been at.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, yesterday was 10 till 6, nonstop.
I love that. I love that for you.
Yeah.
What's the resurgence with X-Men 97 hitting? What's that been like for you? Is there an ebb and a flow? Is it because of nostalgia? Does it feel like it's more popular now than it ever was?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because when we did it, we never knew at the time we were recording if we were going to be renewed the next year.
Sure.
After year number 1, we never told, yep, okay. And they finally, yep, we're doing number 2.
Okay.
And then we would never know until like a month before we were starting to film. And they also let us, this is the Fox network.
Yeah.
They were working with. They were receiving so much fan mail.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get a special room to fill up the room with the fan mail they were getting, but they did not tell us that.
Really?
For fear that we might ask for more money.
Ah.
It was just unbelievable, the fan mail. And that's terrible for the fans who write in.
Sure.
There was a guy here yesterday, big guy, and he's in tears. And he got to meet me, and it's so weird, but in tears.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
Yeah.
And Donna said, well, you knew that they Fox had all these special room for all the fan mail that the kids sent. He said, I was one of those kids. I sent an email to Wolverine and like an email. There was no email back then.
Yeah.
A letter and stuff, and I
snail mail.
I never heard everything. So it looks bad on us. Like we just didn't give a crap.
Right.
We never got them.
You didn't know.
Yeah, but now, and then after year 3, we knew that this is huge.
Yeah.
And then 4, and then 5, they said it's over.
So when
it was a bit of an unwritten law back then, like they did 5 years for any animated series or any series, it's like 5 years. Okay, that's it. Done.
It would just be done.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then, when talks started about renewing this show, bringing this show back, how did they get in contact with you?
Well, we were doing a lot of cons like this prior to COVID, and all the talk was about Disney. But the rumors were coming out that Disney was thinking about rebooting the show itself. The fans got on board. Mm-hmm. We kept doing every con we were at. Said, you have to keep on bugging them, writing in, emailing them, whatever to Disney. We want our X-Men back.
Yeah.
And finally, a Disney cave said, look at this. This seems to be like the fans are adamant.
Yeah.
And they're adamant about who they want back to play whatever parts.
Yeah.
Like, bring these people back or don't bother.
Yeah.
So luckily we're back. But we had auditioned for the role again because it was Disney.
That seems a little strange, but I guess I get that.
But it just seems way more popular because the old fans, are watching it for sure.
Yeah.
There's this whole new generation.
Yeah.
As you can tell, if you've seen any of it, the animation is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's like a real movie.
Yeah.
Series.
You know, we've been watching it. At the time that we're recording this, the latest episode is episode 5.
Yeah.
Really a touchstone for a lot of people.
Let's see.
Yeah. It's a big deal for a lot of people. And I don't want to try to get into things that haven't been shown or happened yet, but like, as a whole, it seems like they did a great job of taking the series and making it still feel like it did in the 90s, but then maturing the content so that those of us who were watching it originally want to stay there, but are still comfortable like letting our kids watch it as well. So when you got the script, did you get that same kind of sense?
So
when you got the script, like when you got a chance to see the script and see what they were going to do, did you get that same kind of feeling? That sense?
I wasn't sure about this. Like, well, wow, is this still for children, kids and stuff? No.
It's a little.
It's a lot for an older audience, I think.
Yeah.
Sort of they're dealing with and really trying to reach.
Yeah.
Yeah. The teens and the whatever of today.
do you have like, I have to imagine that there's a certain ownership, right, over Wolverine and like who he is and maybe what he would and wouldn't do when you think about the character. You know, this episode has already released. There is a kiss between Jean and Wolverine, and Wolverine's reaction is like, yes, but no. Like, no, this isn't the right thing.
You're Jean Grey, he's Scott Summers, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, that's what you agree with that?
No.
Not at all, huh?
No. And he didn't mean it either.
I don't think so. No. I don't feel like...
No, he didn't.
No. He was being nice.
And that kiss shot the poop out of me.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I think, though, it's one of my favorite moments in the show so far because it's very quick, it's very subtle, but then it does call back to the feelings that we know that they have about each other, right? And
it's true.
But if it was up to you,
and knowing Wolverine, those feelings are still as deep as they always were for her.
Yeah.
And he's hurting like hell again.
Yeah. He's right back to it,
and that hurt a lot. That kiss.
Yeah, I have to imagine. Yeah. So what's next for you? I'm sure you got a bunch of shows coming up. In terms of like conventions and stuff you're doing.
Oh yes, yes, and podcasts and all that. And it is. I can't keep up with it.
That's too much.
Yeah, no, it's just like,
it's a lot.
I could be doing it all day.
Yeah, is it just as fun for you as it always was?
Oh God, yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, I love specifically. I really love the cons.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but the fans are the best people in the world.
Yeah.
They are. It still blows my mind every time I'm at these things. God, that just dated myself. Blows my mind, man. What does it mean?
Yeah. We'll explain it to them. It's fine. We'll tell them. We'll tell them for sure.
And they're just so adorable. Like that man.
The grown man, and he's in tears.
In tears.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
The things that it means to somebody.
Because it meant so much to him as a child, whatever. When he loved Wolverine, and he said, I can't believe I'm meeting him.
Yeah.
In my childhood.
Yeah.
It's like he became a child again. It was like, and he thought about, there was some girl that he convinced to watch, that was a girl or his aunt or someone, or his cousin, who has since died.
Oh.
So when he saw me, the two of them got so close together, they would always watch the episodes together. And madly in love, and she suddenly died. Yeah. And she missed her. She said, and I know that he was thinking about her while he's seeing me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was
beautiful.
He was having a Wolverine and Jean moment.
Yeah.
Like, that was his Jean.
And he was thinking about his girlfriend who was no longer with us.
It's kind of amazing. I can't imagine what it's like to be a part of something that does touch people in such a way.
It's immense.
Yeah.
And it just breaks my heart sometimes. And it's the stories that I've heard from Jenna. So many of these people are autistic.
Oh, yeah.
With their children who are autistic as well. And it is stunning.
Yeah.
The intelligence that they have and the feelings that they have. And it was just when I have to share the story. So I forget where it was. It might have been Hill Country or Texas, somewhere in Texas, Austin. And this gentleman walks up. He's about, 30.
Okay.
With his daughter who's 10.
Okay.
9, 10. They're both dressed in black and they both have the claws on.
Yeah.
And they walk up to my table and he just looks at me and he says, I have to thank you for my life and my family. Okay. I just listened to him and I didn't want to interrupt him because I could tell he had memorized what he was going to say.
Got it.
And he was just going on and on. And like he changed my life. People were very mean to me in school growing up. I never even sure I was going to be able to get married with my children, like my beautiful daughter here. And I just owe it all to X-Men and Wolverine specifically. And I just made me want to keep living. And I'm so happy that I did. And I just have to come up here and tell you that how much we love you and how much you meant in my life. Then he just, I took my claws, and he put my hand out to him. And like I'm close to like me. Then he took his claws off, put his hand out, and I shook it. Then he pulled it back really quickly. Then he said, thank you. And he just turned, the two of them turned. By the way, he said, Jen, this is my daughter, and introduced her, and she's autistic as well.
Right.
I said, okay. Then he went on to think. And they walked away. Right after that, this woman runs up in tears.
Yeah.
And spits to me. And she's in tears. Said, I can't believe what I just saw. That's my husband and my daughter. And he has never, part of his autism, ever touched another person's hand.
Wow.
Other than myself.
Wow.
But that's how important you were in his life. I saw some trepidation on his part, but he just said, no, it's real,
I gotta do it. Yeah.
And
Wow.
I just hugged her and it was like, tears forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So that stuff happens all the time.
It's the kind of thing that
I love them. And that's why I would do them anytime.
That's right. That's right. I'm so glad that you're doing this. I'm glad you're getting a chance to do it. I'm glad so many people are getting to kind of live what we lived again, because it just feels like it's back like it was then. And it's so great. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us and talk.
My pleasure.
You certainly could be at the table. Yeah, it's totally okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're, I greatly appreciate it. Cal Dodd, where should people go follow you? Do they just
Cal Dodd.
The real Cal Dodd on Instagram?
At Real Cal Dodd. At Real Cal Dodd on TikTok, whatever the hell's got on TikTok, on X.
Okay.
And my own website, which is lots of information on that. And it's, snippets of Wolverine's voice, Slappy's voice, different voice characters, and an album that I was doing that I finished.
Okay.
And all kinds of commercials that I sang over the last 30 years. Whatever.
Is the album available?
Yeah, on caldodd.com.
Got it. Okay.
So on caldodd.com and caldodd.com. And
If
it's
you
a
don't
great
know,
website. It's a lot of fun.
Cal is a brilliant singer, like an incredible singer. I highly recommend. We've had a chance.
I've heard that too.
I mean, I've heard it like live. Like he's an incredible singer. You should absolutely check out the album for sure. Thank you so much.
You were so welcome.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, man.
It's been great here at Big Lick. We got to sit down and talk to Wolverine, the Cal Dodd. You guys make sure you like and subscribe and all those things that you do when, people YouTube stuff. Thank you. See you next time.
Till next time, bum.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.